back to my channel. I hope that you guys are all having an amazing week so far. So today's video is going to be a get ready with me, as you saw in the title. Easter is on Sunday, which is in 2 days, so I figured it would be perfect timing to go ahead and get up a get ready with me for you guys, showing you guys a daytime look for Easter Sunday. For this look, I decided to use my Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette. I've had this palette for a little while and I haven't had a chance to film with it yet, so I figured this would be the perfect time to go ahead and film a tutorial with it because it's absolutely stunning and the shades are very daytime wearable, I feel like. Now, of course, with this look, it is a little smoky on the outer corner, so if you would prefer to not put such a dark color in that outer corner area, you can definitely do that. The transition shade that I used, you could just blend it out with that transition shade and also apply a little bit of that transition shade on the outer corner for a little bit of a lighter look. But for this look, since it was my first time using the palette, I did want to kind of play with a couple of the colors, and I personally would wear this as a daytime look. Also, this video is a collaboration with a friend of mine here on YouTube. She goes by the name MakeupbyTammi, and she is actually going to be doing a more evening Easter party type look. So here with this video, you'll get a daytime look and an outfit idea, and on her channel, you'll get a more evening Easter party look with an evening outfit idea. So I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure that after you check this one out, you head over to Tammy's channel and check out her video as well. I will have all of her links in the description bar down below as usual. I always have lots of good, relevant details and information in the description bar, so definitely make sure that you check that out. Head over to her channel, subscribe, give her video a big thumbs up, and also let her know that I sent you. So if you would like to see how to get this makeup look and also the details for the outfit I chose for this Easter inspired look, then please keep watching. Alright, so starting off with my eyes already primed, you guys know the drill. The very first step is to go in with our transition shade. Today I'm using the Tartelette 2 Tartelette in Bloom eyeshadow palette, and the very first shade that I'm picking up is the shade Smarty Pants, and this is just going to go back and forth in the crease as our transition shade. Next up is the shade Rebel, which is a really deep mauve-y shade. I'm using the same brush and I'm going to buff this back and forth in the crease as well, and I'm also putting this a little bit on the outer V and just kind of starting to blend that onto the lid. You won't see it in the end, but it just helps for a more seamless gradient look. Following that, for my outer V, I'm using the color Leader. This is a really deep, gorgeous cranberry matte shade, and I'm just packing this on my outer V and then blending it slightly into the crease, but I'm not bringing it too far past halfway on my eyelid or halfway in the crease area, but I do want it to be really nice and dark on that outer V. So moving on to the lid shade, I'm taking this gorgeous rose gold shade. It's absolutely beautiful. It's called Firecracker, and it's basically like a bronzy rose gold. Absolutely stunning, and this is just the color by itself, no fix plus or anything. It's so beautiful, but as you can see, I'm just packing that all over my entire lid, right up to that outer V shade, and then I'm just going to go back in and pack on a little bit more of that outer V color and blend it into the lid color, just so that everything is nice and seamless and there aren't any harsh lines. And then I'm going back in with a little bit more of Rebel and just making sure that everything is nicely blended. So next up, I'm going to apply my lashes and liner off camera. I'm using the Ardell Double Up Wispies. Shout out to my girl Andrea for putting me on to these. And then I'm going to move right on to the face. So I'm going to go ahead and prime. I will list all of the products that I'm using down below. And then I'm going to jump into some color correcting. I'm using my NYX Dark Circle Corrector, which I'm really sad because I'm almost out of this. So I'm either going to have to switch to a new product or buy a new one of these. So if you have any suggestions, let me know down below, but I'm just going to apply this with a concealer brush and blend it out with my finger per usual. Then I went ahead and applied my foundation off camera as well because that's boring and you see me do it all the time, but I used my favorite from L'Oreal, the Infallible Pro Matte Foundation in what color? Classic Tan. And then here I'm just blending out my concealer per usual with a damp beauty sponge, and then to set it in place I'm using my Sacha Buttercup powder. This brush that I'm using is by Sigma. It's a taper kabuki brush, and I've really been loving this for packing powder onto the areas that I highlighted to set it in place. So after that, I'm going to set the rest of my foundation using my MAC Mineralized Skin Finish, and I'm just going to buff that in all of the other areas that I did not apply concealer. And then after that, I'm going to go ahead and apply my brows off camera. I do have a full in-depth brow tutorial, so I will link that in the top right hand corner of this video if you want to check it out. And then here I'm just using my L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper to set those bad boys in place. So moving back to the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and finish off my lower lash line. I'm going back in with that shade Leader that we used on the outer V, and I'm just going to place that really close to my lash line from the outer corner about halfway in. And then I'm going to take the shade Rebel and use that on a pencil brush to buff and blend that color out. I'm going to start to blend it towards my inner corner, but really just trying to make sure that it's nicely buffed and blended. And then I'm going to apply a nice bronzy shade in my waterline. And then after that, I'm taking the color that we used on the lid, and I'm going to apply this from inner corner halfway to meet that Leader shade. So I kind of wanted it to be a little bit more than just an inner corner highlight because the shade is just gorgeous. So to highlight my inner corner, I'm actually going to take the shade Funny Girl, which is a rose gold champagne color. So I'm just going to pack that on nice and pigmented and then finish off with some mascara on the lower lashes. So moving back to the face, I'm taking my Wet n Wild contour palette and I'm going to use this to bronze up the cheeks, temples, and sides of my nose. And I'm using this contour brush by Sigma, so I'm just going to apply that in all of the usual places. And then I'm going into this MAC blush palette. And if you follow me on Snapchat, you would have seen me depotting these the other day. If you don't, I'll link my Snapchat down below. But I'm just going to use this to deepen up and chisel out my contour. And then following that, I'm going into the Anastasia Glow palette in that Glow, and I'm mixing those two shades that I highlighted and applying them to my cheekbones. And this palette is literally everything. If you don't have it, I highly recommend it. You get 4 huge pans of highlighters for $40. You really can't beat that. So for blush, I'm going in with MAC's Plum Foolery, and I'm just going to apply that right in that gap between my contour and my highlighter and really pack that on. I was going for, I guess, a dramatic look because I'm really packing it on. So after that, I'm going to finish off with my lips. The very first thing that I'm doing is applying Milani's Cocoa Lip Liner all over my entire lips. And then after that, I'm going in with this beautiful nude lipstick also by Milani. I believe it's in Enchanted Topaz, but I'll link it down below or list it down below for you guys. And then I just finished off with a nude gloss by Loreal. And then I'm also going to set everything in place with my MAC Fix Plus spray. So following that, this look is complete. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I'm absolutely in love with it. I will list all of the details for the outfit down below. Don't forget to check out Tammi's video and channel. I will link those for you down below as well. If you enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys.